Hey everyone, it's Rano, and well, we are now in the second round of the NFL playoffs. Yeah, first round was very messed up as I expected. I was wrong on some picks, but I was right on some. So I'm going to cover some of them from first to last. So we're going to start off with our first game, and our first game was the San Francisco 49ers at home against the Seattle Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks, and I was instantly wrong from the start. I have to start trusting Brock Purdy now that he can run this team. He can definitely take this team places. The Seattle Seahawks, though, like most people are going to say, yeah, they did not really have the best quarterback on their team. They didn't have the best playmakers. But to see them still make the playoffs without Russell Wilson is a big bonus points right there. They made a big statement without any problems there. And, just making the playoffs made a big statement for the Seahawks. But I hope that leave something there for the Seahawks to rely on in the future. Our next game this game. So our next game is the Jacksonville Jaguars at home against the LA Chargers. This game is a big game because I bet all y'all Chargers fans are looking back. Hold on, is that Matt Ryan or no? Because you guys choked a 27-0 lead. Yes, I just said it. You guys choked a 27-0 lead. Now this game was going to be the Chargers game. I honestly thought the Chargers were going to win. Now I wasn't really into the game here because I had the Jags. I had the Chargers as a pick, but I really wanted to see the Jags win. The Jags did win, and they won 31-30. But here's how it really went down. The Jags were able to catch back up on some drives to get back into the running, getting at least they had 2 touchdowns to take it up to 14, or take it up take their points up to 14. Then they added another touchdown, take it up to 21. Another one to take it up to 28. Then they led themselves down for a field goal drive when it was 30-28 to get 31 points total. And the Chargers still stuck at 30, leaving the Jags with the final score. Now, overall, I do think the Jags are a tough team, but man, the Chargers, y'all took a big loss, and that one sucked to really watch. But hey, whatever you can do. Our next game is actually the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. These two teams fought for it, and I'm not going to hold you, man. These two teams absolutely dueled. I was scared, too, because let me go ahead and tell you right now. So, I'm a Georgia person, right? I live in Georgia. You had some cold weather, hit single digits. I don't know why it hit single digits down here, but besides that, the Bills are basically on a route to go to the AFC Championship, hopefully. So are the Kansas City Chiefs. If they both go, I might be able to go see the game in person. However, that's only if the Bills make it and the Chiefs make it to the AFC Championship. If one of them lose, I can't go. They're just going to play at a different stadium. I really want them to come here because then they'll play at Mercedes-Benz. We'll be able to see them play right there in my own eyes. It's going to be a great experience. It's going to be a great one. But back to the game. The Dolphins did lose to the Bills, and it was a tough game. But I do want to say that the Dolphins, they shouldn't be underestimated. They are a tough team. They have everything in their skill set to make themselves worthy. And I think that they can still do good. It's just they need to really improve. And there are things that they need to work on. I just think that the Dolphins do have potential, and maybe potentially they can end up as a Super Bowl team. Now, fair, Tua wasn't starting, but hey, we saw greatness from the Dolphins this week. So I want to say congratulations to Dolphins for that great game. Bills, congratulations for the win. Keep doing what you're doing. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings at home against the New York Giants. Now, me and my grandma were watching this game, and Yeah, we were watching this game. Eating tacos downstairs watching the game. It was stressful. Man, they were tied at 24-24. Saquon Barkley led a touchdown that basically won them the game. But then the Vikings tried to get back into the ropes, and, well, they couldn't really forward anything, and that really ended the game right there. Now, I think we can all agree on something here. Either Brian Dable or Doug Peterson's getting Coach of the Year, because Brian Dable is the guy who brought it out the dog inside of Daniel Jones. He turned him into a great player. I don't know what happened. There's no old Daniel Jones. No, this man is called DJ now. I was not aware when he got this name. So, yes, Daniel Jones is a relevant person, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, the Giants have signed him to a 16-year contract. I'm not kidding with you. I think I've read that. Now, I will get back to that, and I will see what I find on that later. So, that right now is just a speculation to me. I was told this, okay? But knowing, and I was told this from a Giants fan, so I can't really initially call this true until I find the facts. But I can say that the Giants can look at Daniel Jones and Brian Dable as a great coaching duo. And, hey, whatever comes to board, I mean, we can all see here that Joe Judge was the problem. Brian Dable took this team and made it go places, and I love the Giants, man. The Giants doing good. Bad news is my pick, my favorite team in the NFC, which was my pick for the Super Bowl, got out. I was not expecting that. Now that was a fast one to say, and yes, it was a good one. It was a fast one. It was hard, but that's the loss that's making me think right now, is that will the Eagles be able to live through the rest of this? Because the Eagles were my second pick, and if I have to choose a third, it's the Niners. But really, I'm scared now for the Eagles. Now that I'm looking at the Giants, man, it's looking tough. But hey, congratulations to the New York Giants. Our final game on Sunday, which was a divisional rival game played between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. So, if you don't know, basically, there was a certain play, and the Ravens were going to do a QB sneak to get the touchdown. They got the touchdown, but it wasn't the Ravens. It was the Bengals. Yeah, so basically, Tyler Huntley fumbled the ball inside a QB sneak, and, well, that went well. And the Bengals scored the touchdown, and, yeah. Good job. But moving on, the Bengals do have a great team. And I do think that they have a chance to go back to the Super Bowl again. Please don't, because I want the Bills to go. But that's besides the point. I do think that these guys, they played hard this year. They played hard this year. And we're looking at the Baltimore Ravens, man. Not having Lamar Jackson was the first red flag. That was the first red flag that y'all had going into the playoffs. That was my first reason of saying, okay, y'all are probably out on the spot. Second, you got the inconsistency that Baltimore has is just outstanding to me, but somehow y'all are still a great winning team. I don't know how this works, but however you guys see fit. So here is how the playoff picture looks. Oh, wait. Forgot one more game. Almost forgot. My favorite game. The Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Now, truthfully, I was watching this game, and once it hit halftime, 16-0 Cowboys, I turned it off. You think I was watching Brady? No, you guys are silly. No, I'm not watching Brady, because I don't want to watch Brady, because I hate Brady. But back to the case, I do think that the Dallas Cowboys did absolutely wonderful. And here's my thing, though. I'm back to hating Dallas. I don't like Dallas anymore. I only liked you because you guys were going against Tampa Bay. You topped them right. And you guys, this was basically a rematch of the Week 1 game. I didn't tell y'all this. This was a Week 1 rematch game because the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Buccaneers 20-3, and it was a sad game because Dak Prescott got injured. Well, guess what? Dak's back now, and he's the captain now. He takes the ship. He's the one who's going to be, taking charge of your team now. So your team is now eliminated from the playoffs. So thank you, Cowboys. But now we move on to our next games, and our next games are here. So next games extend from the AFC. We have the Chiefs going against the Jaguars, and we have the Bengals going against the Bills. For the NFC, we have the Eagles going against the Giants, and the Cowboys going against the Niners. Now, these games, I'm going to be very, very, very thin on. I really do want KC and Buffalo to win. You already know those two are my picks. All right, I have them both as my picks. Okay, I'm taking both those as my pick teams for the Super Bowl. I have to have these two. Now, Jacksonville, I do think that you guys have the strength to try to beat KC, but KC is KC. I don't think you're gonna beat them. I mean, you're going to the Red Kingdom. You have absolute no knowledge when fighting the Red Kingdom. So good luck there. Next, we have Cincinnati and Buffalo. Now, this is actually a game that we were not able to see before. What happened on the Monday night game was a tragic thing that happened, and I really do send all prayers to DeMar Hamlin and his family. He's doing well now, and by the way, he has a donation where it has hit $9 million. So I'm going to leave his donation in the description below. You guys should go over there, check it out. Please go support, and everything that happened that night was very, very bad, but, But going back into this, Cincinnati and Buffalo are going at this game, and here's two reasons why. You're basically giving everyone like a brain memory of what happened that Monday night. So, and here's the worst part: Bills got home advantage. All right, with that mentality, Bills are gonna beat them. Okay, there's no way around it. With the mentality that happened that night, you're probably gonna get a win, but. I mean, Cincinnati's also pretty tough. Now, I do want to say I have Buffalo favored in this game regardless because, coming to Atlanta, come on, bring them here. But, you know what I'm saying? But the Bengals, they wouldn't be bad either. The Bengals would not be a bad choice either. I want to see them get that Super Bowl that they should have got against the Rams. But I still had the Rams cheering last Super Bowl. But, you know how it is. Next, we have the Eagles and the Giants. Oh, boy. I'm taking Philly. I have to take Philly. Philly just seems like the team that I can stand by and say, they're precise. They're good. I can see this team going places. They are it. That's it. That's them right there. Them. So, yes, Philly, I can see that. Dallas and San Francisco, I'm taking San Francisco. I'm all on Brock Purdy's case now. Now watch me say this and they instantly lose to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to be very mad if that's the case. Now, of course, I'm not entirely sure of how this will go for the Dallas Cowboys. They could honestly go well. They could honestly do good, but the Niners could also do even better. And I mean, come on, Dallas, the door is right there. Just leave. I was supportive against Brady, but that was the Niners. And the Niners, if we don't know, they beat y'all last year, Real TV and Nickelodeon football. You guys suck, okay, if y'all going to get beat on Nickelodeon football. So you can join all the other teams in the RIP pit about losing on Nickelodeon football because you don't know how much of an embarrassment that is when the kid has to say, Dad, I choose that team. And then your team gets 51-14. I'm looking at you, Broncos fans. I'm looking at you. So, yeah. But, that's the playoff picture. Like I said, my picks are KC and Buffalo for the AFC and Philadelphia and San Francisco for the NFC. Now, looking at these games, I do have to say that they're not going to be easy, but I am really excited in these games. Oh my God, I'm all up. I'm all up about it. I'm really ready. But we have another breaking news report. Sean Payton, former New Orleans Saints head coach, has finished a head coach interview with the Houston Texans. Now this means two things. One, the Texans are absolutely going into trying to get a head coach. This is a jump. This is a big jump for the Texans, okay? This is what I would not expect from the Houston Texans. And going with this plan, it's a great plan to see. They're going for this. They're shooting for it. I don't think that it's a bad idea, but they need to absolutely dive in on a great deal that they cannot miss out on. All right? They could not miss out on this because the Saints have been so good with Sean Payton, except for that one season they missed the playoffs without Drew Brees. Now, we look at the Houston Texans. all that you already have Brandon Cooks, add another receiver right there. You might be able to get some out of Davis Mills, and he's just straight from out the draft. You still have time to fix Davis Mills now before they draft a new QB, probably, because the Texans have the second overall pick. Thanks to y'all winning against the Colts, you dumb. You make me mad. You guys won the Colts game, and you should have lost it. Because you don't know why you would have had the first overall pick, and you would have been in line for the draft. What? You know what I'm saying? And now the Bears have the first one. And they're probably going to get a better start than y'all because, well, one, they have better receivers, better running back. Hold that thought. Semi-better running back. But, I mean, moving on. The Texans, though, they could really, really go places with Sean Payton. And Sean Payton is really, really a good guy. I really do think that Sean Payton can absolutely take this team places. Now let's look at this. If we take the Texans' team and add it to Sean Payton to it, Sean Payton can do some great movement. And I'm pretty sure the Texans have some great cap space right now because, well, one, they lost Deshaun Watson, and that's let up a lot of stuff there. And I mean, the capital that they have in draft is also pretty great. So they have a lot of stuff to work on, and Sean Payton has a lot to really create here. He has a big imagination to really work with on this team. So dragging players would be a very, very good idea for this man, and getting him what he wants would be a great idea. So, Houston, I'm looking into that. However, there are some other possible landing spots for him to land at, like Arizona, Carolina, and also possibly landing in places like Chicago. But like I said, I mean, the places I just said, I mean, he's pretty much already interviewed with the Texans. Until I find any other teams he's interviewed with, then yes. But until then, I'm Rano. That was the second round of the playoffs, discussing the Houston Texans' interview with Sean Payton. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button down below. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't be afraid to touch it. It's free. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.